Behaviors such as jealousy and lying in the workplace can cause conflict, impede productivity, and can be very stressful. I'll talk about how to deal with those types of behaviors in this video. Hello, I'm Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, teamwork, and personal performance in the workplace. Someone I know is faced with a situation where a senior person is lying and appears jealous of him in his job. His job is to sell. He works in a winery and he brings people on tours, and the sommelier, who's senior to him, seems jealous because he's a top salesperson. And the sommelier is someone who is much more experienced when it comes to wine and probably feels that they should be the top salesperson. So the sommelier is doing things that shows that they're jealous of the person and causing him to impede his performance so that he doesn't look better than the sommelier. This has caused the salesperson, who I know, a lot of stress and doesn't quite know how to confront the situation. So my suggestion, when you're dealing with people that are lying or appear jealous, and this is a common thing that can happen in the workplace. I'm sure we've all experienced people lying. And lying can also be something that the person is withholding. If someone is holding information that you need to do your job or somebody else needs to do something, then that's a form of lying. Now, those types of behaviors are unacceptable. But of course they do happen. And how do we deal with them? Now, if you're an employee, you need to go to that person and talk to them. The ideal situation we want to create in a workplace is what I call a win-win situation. Because if we want to build teamwork, and everybody's responsible to build teamwork, it's not just the role of the manager. Of course, the manager needs to plan proactively how to develop teamwork. And if they do that, if you're the manager, if you're the leader, you could prevent lying and things like jealousy occurring in your department if you do the right things. And that means training people on how to communicate, training people on being open and communicating with each other in a transparent way to help each other. The essence of teamwork is helping each other achieve a goal. And people need to develop the skill set to learn that. And part of that is developing the right attitude. So if you've gone through that type of training and you're an employee that has a situation where somebody is lying, you can confront them and remind them of the importance of teamwork. But if you haven't gone through those types of trainings, you still need to confront the person and do so with a win-win attitude in mind. You want to let the person know what the situation is that's occurred, how it's affecting them, and how it's going to affect the department, and talk about the consequences and make them aware that they don't want to be the one responsible for causing this type of outcome or the result, because you're all working towards the same objective. So we need to confront the other person in a positive way and not get into who's at fault, who's to blame, but this is the situation. This is how I'm feeling. What can we do about it? Why is this happening? And I need you to change that behavior, and we need to work as a team. If that doesn't work and you're the employee, perhaps you need to go to your boss and explain the situation and ask them to help you resolve it with the person. But of course, at this point, the person in question may see this as a threat to them and may retaliate. So you need to let the person know that that's what you're going to be doing if you cannot resolve it. Now, if you're the boss or leader, you want to deal with the situation. If somebody comes to you accusing somebody else of lying, you need to listen to them, gather the facts, then you need to meet with the other person, hear their side of the story, and then you need to get the two people together to discuss it and work it out and come to an agreement of how they're going to move forward and work together in a more positive way. And again, you want to practice prevention by providing training, creating a team environment, helping foster that attitude of mutual support and mutual help, and train people on the skills to work out their differences and come to an agreement and move forward. Now, I do have another video that you can reference. I'll put a link to that if you click on the I button above. It's a video called What Winners Do, and it provides 3 things that winners do in any type of situation that can be perceived as negative. So check that out. I hope these tips make sense for you and are practical in addressing similar type behaviors in the workplace. Check out some of the other videos in my channel. There's one recommended for you right now. Leave a comment. Let me know of other topics that you'd like me to cover. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll talk again soon.